I have a very fundamental belief that you cannot give anything that you do not have. That applies for virtually every aspect of life. It doesn't exclude leadership. When I was still a young, I think I was becoming an old medical officer, and I spent quite a lot of time doing counselling, family counselling, relationship counselling as well. And I've always said to people, you can't give love unless you have it. You can't give anything you don't have. And the same with leadership. You've got to be able to lead yourself, before you can lead anyone else. Otherwise, what are you doing? If you cannot lead yourself, you'll struggle to lead somebody else. If you cannot discipline yourself, you struggle to discipline somebody else. In order to empower myself as a leader, once I've acknowledged that, in order to be able to navigate the new terrain that I was now facing, I had to make certain that I keep on going back to that dictum. Make yourself a better leader. Empower yourself with knowledge, and empower yourself with knowledgeable people around. Surround yourself with knowledgeable people around you, which is critical as well. I had an opportunity to do that because I was part of the Goodyear family. Goodyear had this blank check for us as far as training facilities were concerned. And one of them was the WBS, Vets Business School. I could identify the areas where I was not strong in terms of the business I was going to get into. And I would enlist or enroll for some of those courses that the business school offered. I was also aware of areas that would not be offered by business school, but by other people within the industry and also within Goodyear Holdings itself. And I would seek those people out and call them in for sessions, a day or two sessions with me, so that I can just understand better the areas where I was working and what I needed to understand, what I needed to be sensitive to as a leader. And therefore, to date, I still believe that there is never the end of learning. There is never, I have now learned enough, I can now retire from learning. Every day of my life, I'm coming to the studio, I look at you guys and I think, wow, I just thought I knew photography. There's still another chapter I need to learn offline, you know. I've always believed in that. You need to be continuously empowering yourself, continuously learning, because leadership cannot be the same. When we were young, we were told how leadership worked in the Bible. You know, Moses stood behind a burning bush, and that's how leadership started. It changes with time. Your audience changes all the time. Your attitude towards leadership has to be continuously being upgraded, and you've got to be upgrading yourself and empowering yourself all the time.